All right. So, Black-Green Depths. This is, there's a couple iterations of this archetype that have been floating around Legacy for a little bit. What I would refer to as a Turbo Depths deck was going around for a hot second. This build's a little bit set up to be a little bit more mid-rangey slash grindy. It's got copies of Dark Confidant in the main, as well as Life from the Loam to continue recurring its Dark Depths plus Thespian Sage to combo over and over again. It's also got a smidge of interaction here in the main between the discard and the removal spells. One thing that's kind of interesting out of the sideboard is that we've got Green Sun Zenith to pair not only with Dryad Arbor in the face of Edict effects out of black control decks, but also a Gaddock Teeg that we can't actually cast except for the white off the Sejiri Steppe. So I assume we're just supposed to Green Sun for this against combo decks. So I like Teeg against combo and Legacy, so let's see how this goes. What's going on, Inner? Legacy was at the top of the queue for this board, in. Yeah, the Electro Dominance Modern League was awesome. I agree. It's gonna be a sweet one. We had someone re-add it back to the queue, so we'll get back to it at some point. Felt real good. Yeah, this build looks interesting. Like Sylvan Safekeeper into Dark Confidant is kind of like lights out against most fair decks. It creates a lot of card advantage very quickly. Got lots of decks for you to play. Figured it's time to go with the tier 3. Thank you for the support, Dan, and I really appreciate it. And thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. You're on EU time. What's going on, Jet? Jet lag is rough. I'd say it's like 6 a.m. out on the West Coast, right? Newtonian Fig 6 with the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. Your horse is amazing, Jet, by the way. Newtonian Fig Sticks. Thanks. Those Bezo bucks keep me around. Today's gonna be a long stream. We're gonna do a Legacy League, and I think I'm gonna do like 7, 8, maybe even 9 standard decks. I'm planning to take the entire weekend off from being live. I'm probably gonna do some like maintenance work and write an article, but I'm not going to be live Saturday or Sunday. So we're gonna plow through a bunch of standard queues. Been popping off with the new set, which is exciting. I'm gonna take the weekend and enjoy watching the Open, hang out with the family, all that jazz. Built Meme Cannon on Re last night. I dealt 29 damage on turn 4. The deck is brutal and I love it. That card's sweet. It's like a combo deck, right? Yeah, apparently Legacy doesn't exist on Magic Online anymore. If we sit in this queue for 5 minutes, I'm probably gonna drop and go get a modern deck. The Sphinx was really good, actually. I don't know if the whole core of the deck was good, but like Sphinx really overperformed, so it makes me want to try Sphinx in other decks, honestly. The old 0030 pair up. Welcome to Legacy Online. Yeah, honestly, it's funny, like, some people were acting like the sky was falling because prices were going down on Magic Online, but, like, Magic Online's been, like, pretty expensive for a long time, so, like, the prices going down are, like, probably a good thing for the platform. Foxicon, thank you for the resub. That 10 months can't possibly be right? You've got a 1-year badge there and a mod sword. I don't know either. Enjoy the sword. I wonder if they finally got around to changing the badges, but maybe not the time length. They're supposed to be changing it at some point, so it's no longer streak-based, but total duration. I agree. I think if the card price at MTGO like went in half again, that might be like having a low buy-in could be the way that you get people to play. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Is it crazy to cut a Danto in Black Widow? No, you cut a Danto in that matchup. Yeah, it's the Adanto in the main deck is the hedge control. And if you don't want to hedge control, you should play Orzhov Enforcer in that slot. What do I take here? Taking Noble Hierarch and hoping they brick is almost always a trap. That being said, like, I'm kind of gonna get to combo pretty quickly here, right? What if I, like, take a Kitesail freebooter? Just because, like, I think I take a Kitesail freebooter because it's gonna block my 2020, right? Like, I'm set up to combo fairly quickly here, and I'd rather just not have that happen to me. Yeah, Thalia doesn't really matter. I could have been cheeky and, like, taken their Noble and then Wastelanded them, but I think that's too greedy. So I'm gonna do this. I think I just want to crop rotate here. Like, I could Thoughtseize them off the pedal, but if I crop rotate for depths, I then have it set up if I, like, draw a Petal or a Spirit. I don't have Spirit. I'm gonna draw another Petal. I could, like, do the combo next turn. No worries, Yuki. I was a little bit sodium yesterday. So rather than getting further sodium, I was just having people out. A lot of backseating. Be interesting to see if they go. Did you see if they play Kitesail first or not? Sanctum Prelate. I think I just go ahead and crop rotate in response here. And thanks for the biddies, Yuki. I think it's pretty likely to name one on this. Yeah, they named one. Makes sense. I don't think I need to play around Wasteland in this matchup. Should have named 0. Okay, so they get to go Champion of the Parish plus Kitesail Freebooter and have a blocker. Cleaning Magic Bulk at 5 a.m. Yep. Moving is a good time to clean out garbage. My wife and I definitely just did a lot of that. We still have like we have basically everything we need to live at the new house now, but like the old house still has a bunch of crap that we should like donate and throw out and stuff like that. We'll play Arena after 1 league on Magic Online, which usually takes about an hour to an hour and a half. It's about 9:30. We just started here. Oh, you didn't want to attack. So, the way this works is Thespian stage copies Dark Depths, then we keep the one that's Thespian stage, it doesn't have any counters on it. The trigger goes on the stack. And the monster awakens. We're trying to reach the children by adding sound effects to Magic Online. So that way, the kids need the 3D effects and the audio to give them the visceral response. So, I'm trying to appeal to the younger. We can make Magic Online appeal to the younger generation if we try. Okay? We could do it together. All right. So they're dead. Got it. How loud was the sound effect, by the way? Was that too loud? How was it in relation to my voice? It's a tad loud, okay. Oh, I'll drag it down. I'll drag it down a couple dB. All right, humans. All right, I'll drag it down a bit. That'll be a good wake up call for everybody that was. How you doing? Good morning, folks. Welcome to Thunderdome. It's a 2020. It should be louder. Yep. All right, so Dread of Night and Last Hope are like aces here. I don't know if I really want anything else. Hey, put these towards Electra and we'll do BJ Roth. Thanks for the biddies. Voice is 7, Kraken was an 8.5. That gives me a good baseline. I feel like some of the discard spells are probably the cut. Seems reasonable. I don't want to take some damage against their aggro deck. I'd bring in a Sylvan Library too. Nah, they're an aggro deck. Let's not grind too much. Let's do this. Maybe Baba's bad. Finally convinced me to take the plunge into standard MTGA. I really like the idea of Bant Flash and Black White Angels on your page. Which do you prefer in this format? I think the Black White Angels is certainly the more powerful deck, but the play patterns on Bant Flash are pretty fun too. I think it's pretty good. We get Thoughtseize on 1, and then potentially like Liliana the Last Hope on 2, depending on what their hand looks like. Get a massive thunk for when we attack. Yeah, 200 gets you pretty much an entire set Sans Mythics. I think I'm supposed to Thoughtseize on 1 as opposed to Dark Confidant on 1. Reflector mages, multiple of them. Yikes. Yikes. All right, I have a couple of Abrupt Decays in my deck. So, if we can find an Abrupt Decay, we can potentially deal with these. So I have to be really careful about what sound effects I use, because a lot of sound effects are copyrighted. I don't wanna get in too much trouble. Yeah, sweet public domain or Creative Commons stuff like that are things that I can use. You might be an uncle. That's exciting. Kids are fun. Is there a place you go for open source sound effects? God, what's this website that I grabbed these last couple from? This site has a bunch of... Oh, it was too many. Soundbible.com. You can search specific types of sound effects, and it shows you what license that they're with. You can sample them on the webpage, and it shows you what license they have. Nice. Yeah, Captive Audience seems like it might just be an okay control finisher, honestly. I think I just do this. Remember, I can't replay Dark Confidant this turn because there's a Reflector Mage. I've just sent it back from where it came. Yes, it did, Justin. It told us to sit down and shut up, and we listened. Moved right along with our lives. So they have a second Reflector Mage in their hand. We need to get another creature into play here, right? So that way they can like pressure us through the Liliana the Last Hope. Are they playing Phantasmal Image? This is an illusion spell. Oh, they made the wrong colors. This needs to be colorless. This needs to be blue. Can we remove the counters from their vial? Oh, we totally can, can't we? That's a good line. That could happen at some point. That could be how we set up the kill, right? Like we have the Vampire Hexmage in play, we like take the counters off the vial and then like untap and do stuff. They draw another Reflector Mage. I guess that maybe they think they're just gonna kill us before we get to combo, which is probably not unreasonable. I have no idea how fair use works with stuff like that, Darnia. I think we're probably dead here. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to bring in the Assassin's Trophy here too. A little bit more interaction. To record myself making sounds I think these cards would make. We're probably going to get there, honestly. A day for all modern. Well, I'm definitely doing all standard today, so I'm only doing one Moto League today. If y'all wanted to put a bunch of decks to 100 points, I could give you an all modern day next week, I think. I could do that. I could do that for the crowns if you wanted to bump a bunch of stuff. Hey, Sniper Wave, thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. But today's the last day where it's definitely super hype on the new set. And then Monday I'm on the front page, so I need to do Arena that day. But I could give you an all Moto day on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday next week if you bumped a bunch of decks to 100 points for it. Sniper Wave, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. Ooh, what am I supposed to take here? They have a Wasteland. That's annoying. So the UG Explore deck I submitted yesterday. Sounds good, Sniper. Sniper, can you do me a favor and email me or direct message me on Twitch letting me know which deck list? There's a lot of submissions. Is it File? Is it actually? Perfect, Sniper. Thank you. It's probably the Vial, right? I think it's the Vial. I think this probably needs to fetch Bayou. I honestly wasn't sure. Like, none of their cards are... The only card they have that's, like, super impactful is Wasteland. So, like... Could kind of go any way you want there. Not of this world versus Sylvan Safekeeper. I think Sylvan Safekeeper is much better in this build where we are playing copies of... Dark Confidant. Dropping frames on Arena, yep. Yep. See how aggressively they want to Wasteland. Not aggressively is the answer. I think that's correct. So I think I do this and grab Dark Depths and put Dark Depths into play here. And then if they Wasteland me, I make a 20/20 in response. And then, oh, they have a Caracas in hand too. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. I should have played the stage because they have the Caracas. The Caracas makes this play bad. I forgot about this card. They're so tiny and off to the side. I wish we had their hand laid out in front of me. Yeah, I should have done this. So I needed to get Sylvan Safekeeper into play before I played this, because now they're gonna Wasteland me. Uh-oh. Interesting. Oh, we're gonna Reflector Mage my Vampire Hexmage. Sure. I think this is too many pieces at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna move along with our lives. A little bit too much disruption. The humans deck is probably similar to Death and Taxes in that it's likely pretty good against combo decks that aren't trying to like go all in and kill it right away. I knew the day would come where video games make him forget the democracy we got here. I appreciate y'all, but Anna's right. Yeah, the especially with like the Tempo Storm deal, like the Tempo Storm deal is directly related to the amount of viewers I get. So like there's more value in me for doing the bigger pool games more consistently. Modern Humans plus Karakas. They get Karakas, they get Wasteland. They get Sanctum Prelate is a non-modern legal card that they play. Palace Jailer and Recruiter, okay? The curve on this deck is kind of funny, right? It just like slides over. I want you to play a game. They want me to do whatever gets the most viewers. And playing Arena certainly gets me more viewers than Overwatch. We might actually, so I said I wasn't going to be live this weekend, but we might actually do some Overwatch this weekend. Because Christy and I are going to spend some time together. It's been a while since we've played Overwatch. Probably do a little bit of that. If we do Overwatch, I'll host it on this channel, but it'll be on... We'll actually stream it on Christy's channel. Probably either Saturday or Sunday night after the kids go to bed. They asked me to do non-MTG games. No, they give me complete freedom to do whatever I want. Like, it's just the more viewers I have, the more money I make, right? That's how advertising contracts tend to work, so... Like, all things considered, even if I liked Modern and Legacy on Magic Online the same as Standard on Arena, like, the Arena's more worth my time, right? What's going on, Justin? Okay, we survived the burning. We came out stronger. We're like almost getting like real video game numbers with Arena. Like, we're hitting 2,000 people pretty consistently, which is like heading in the direction of like, yeah, these are real. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna Wasteland them here. Go. Assuming I had the same viewer count for MTGO and MTJ, which would be my preference, I greatly prefer both Standard and Magic Arena right now. A little bit of variety here and there is fine. I could Wasteland the Dryad Arbor, but the Savannah makes more colors for them. So I'd rather kill that one. I'm gonna go ahead and just play Dark Confidant here. Hopefully they're a little bit color screwed since we Wastelanded them, and we can grind some card advantage here. Yep. I'm gonna play Thespian stage. I'm gonna play Lotus Petal. I'm gonna pass the turn, I think. Well, thanks for being here, Weens. Yeah, the Electro Dominance deck was good for sure. It was definitely a good one. No blocks. Yeah, and one of the reasons why Bob is so good in Bob is good in Legacy but bad in Modern for two reasons. The first is that Dark Confidant's better in this format because there's less creature removal in this format because the format's less creature based. The second reason Bob is better in this format is that your average converted mana costs tend to be a lot lower in this format, which is nice. So I'm actually going to go ahead and play out this Vampire Hexmage here, and we're going to set up to beat the Wasteland by having Hexmage plus Dark Depths. So that way we, like, go to Hexmage my Dark Depths, they Wasteland us, we stage the Dark Depths. I believe my opponent's playing Maverick. We Wastelanded their Savannah on one, and we're showing you just the incredibly interesting and stimulating games of Magic the Gathering that Wasteland can generate. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this. I'm going to get a Wasteland. I'm going to Wasteland their Wasteland. Yo, dog. They're going to Wasteland something of mine in response. I'm going to make a 20/20. Wow. Wow. Way to concede before we even get to the monster sound effect. What a killjoy. Why do people on Magic Online hate fun? What a tilt. Alright, so these cards are definitely coming in. They heard the stream and don't want to hear the monster. The monster was coming for him. I think this is a Pithing Needle matchup. Pithing Needle gets to turn off Karakas, which is a card that they play. Occasionally we'll name Wasteland as well, but we have Wastelands of our own. Probably this trophy. Gosh, trophy killing Wasteland and Karakas seems really good. I don't think I want any rest of this. Maybe this is a Sylvan Library matchup. I think I only want the last one of these for the control matchup. I started asking IRL opponents why they hate fun and they get so flustered and it's beautiful. God bless. Alright, yeah, that seems fine. So Pithing Needle can name Noble Hierarch, but this doesn't shut off mana abilities, most notably, so it would still be able to make mana. It really is, Brad. I don't think you're alone in that, by far. You're far from the only person to feel that way. I'm just going to go ahead and name Knight of the Reliquary here. Do I want to use the Lotus Petal to play the Sylvan Library? I feel like I do. So like if I find a Hexmage next turn, I can make a 20/20. All right, dig, dig, dig. Yeah, honestly, I think MTGO, even without fancy graphics or sound effects, would just be infinitely more consumable if it simply had the ability for people to mouse over cards. I'm gonna put this on top. I'm gonna put this on top. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Bojuka Bog them here. Just like buys me a lot of time. Cast Sylvan Library and shuffle or search. Yeah, you're far from the first one to ask Shogong, so I should definitely do that. Hey, Cam Bam, thank you for the 9 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Welcome to Thunderdome, opponent. Yeah, look at that sick card advantage. Come at me, bro. I wonder if I'm supposed to have like Bojuka Bog there. It's possible I'm supposed to have just played the stage. So I'm taking 4 down to 10. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make a 2020 now, since I have Sylvan Safekeeper to protect it, because this way, if my opponent draws a Wasteland, they can't blow me out. Because if they have Swords of Plowshares or Karakas, the Sylvan Safekeeper will protect it. Listen, chat. Magic Online doesn't have fancy graphics and sound effects, so I'm doing the best I can with what I've been dealt. We're trying to bring the children into Magic Online and make them appreciate the older Magic formats. That was the Dark Depths monster, okay? He's bursting out onto the scene. We're doing what we can here. I just went closing every tab in my browser to kill that FX. Oh, Calendras with the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for shipping your Prime this way this month. Molano Latte. I'm just gonna attribute those 2 Prime subs to the fact that we had sound effects. See, the sound effects are bringing in the big dollars already, chat. You just gotta appreciate them. Damakian, thank you for the sub trade, folks. There's a lot of great people you could send that Prime to every month on Twitch. Thanks for sending it my way this month. So I think I'm supposed to Thoughtseize on one. They did in fact concede to the monster. They took a draw step and then conceded. Stop, drop, roll with the brand new Prime. Thanks for hanging out. Good morning. Happy Friday. And Sabanite with the 4-month resub. Welcome back. Yikes, that's a really good hand. No better time to resub than some awesome sound effects. Thanks for helping bring the youth to Moto. What do we want to take here? A lot of this is bad for us. I guess I take the Thoughtseize. Hey, Shadows, thanks for the 213 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Like, the Bob's dead regardless. Yeah, if I draw Dark Depths, they can still daze me, right? Let it rip with the $25 tip. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Enjoy decking your OP with my black-white control deck. Let it rip. Can you please drop me an email or just respond to the message I sent you confirming your deck was okay with a link to your deck list? It doesn't look like you dropped it in the donation comment there. Helps me stay organized. I appreciate it. There's been a lot of standard deck submissions. I want to make sure that the donation gets applied to get the right deck in the queue. Cage World! Cage World! What's going on? Thanks for the 7 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Yeah, the check lands are good craft for sure. I think I played Bob here just to avoid getting him to Torak next turn. I don't think Galta's ever been too fantastic. It's kind of a win more card in a lot of situations. Like, if you have a big board, it's going to be good enough. I have, like, Galta in the Grawl mirror matches, though. So, like, I've been boarding Galta in my green-red deck, so I could board it in against other green-red decks. Because green-red doesn't have good answers to it. Really? Okay. I mean, I think this is a win for me. Like, my hand's not great, and I get another card out of this. So, like, they're taking 2 cards with 1, but I'm also, like, getting to draw a card with my Dark Confidant here. And if I hit, like, a discard spell, I get to take their Dismember. And if I hit a Dark Depths, I get to just get them. Huh. The life from the Loam's looking really good here. I think they have to daze this, otherwise I make it 2020. I should have, my sequencing was bad here. I should have waited to play the Lotus Petal so they didn't know I was going to have the extra mana to make the 2020. So the Lotus Petal should have stayed in my hand till after this resolve to give my opponent a chance to make a mistake. That's fine though. I'm just going to go ahead and loam these back. I haven't played a land yet this turn. Wouldn't they daze the Petal then? Yeah, that's true. I end up in the same spot. Good call. Good call. So they need to draw Wasteland next turn. And even if they draw Wasteland, I just like dredge the Loam. What's going on, Endo? Yep, we're doing except for this coming Monday. This coming Monday is going to be the last day where we don't start with the Magic Online League. So we're doing Magic Online League every morning before we move on into Standard on Arena. I agree, even. I think the current mana in Standard is great. I would like the current mana we have in Standard plus creature lands, ideally, I think, but I'll settle for just what we have in Standard for the time being, for sure. All right. People keep conceding before the monster comes into play, which is really sad because it limits the amount of sound effecting we can do. Just the worst. Do I click submit here? I would love a non-rotating format that's slow enough for temples to see play. That would be awesome. Do I want Needle for Wasteland? Yeah, I guess Wasteland's like I have Wastelands of my own. But like Needle for Wasteland's probably not unreasonable. They probably trim like one of our own Wastelands for that. Abrupt Decay seems fine. What's the other trim here? I guess Sylvan Safekeeper isn't very good, right? Like, if they're going to have a way to kill Merit Liege, they're just going to be an Edict effect. I guess that probably means I should have Dryad Arbor and Green Sun, right? What do we think of that? I think I like that plan. I'm pretty sure these are supposed to come in. Oh, we have a choke in the board. Let's make sure the choke gets in here. Same thing with Sejiri Steppe. We don't need to protect it from anything. So it's 25 lands. That should be plenty. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Maybe I'm not supposed to bring in Green Sun when I'm cutting. Maybe I'm supposed to leave in a Sylvan Safekeeper. Now, I don't think they want that to be the case. So, like, one of the ways they balance formats and make formats become different is by adding new dual lands part of the way into it. So, like, by keeping some color combinations having worse mana in earlier parts of the format, you guarantee that a format change happens when you release the next set, basically. Which is something that's good and meaningful. I wonder if I'm supposed to legacy them here. I'm probably supposed to just try and legacy them on one. Well, so, like, the reason why there's some question what the new arena format's going to be in terms of sets is because, like, they have Kaladesh and Amonkhet coded into arena, but they just took them out because they rotated out. So, like, they could just be lazy and, like, say, hey, play with these sets that have a bunch of terrible designs in them because we coded them already. These decks do play Stifle sometimes. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and change phases here so they no longer have a blue floating. And then I think I'm going to cast... I think I'm just going to cast Sylvan Library here. No force is good. We're a little bit of a ways off from comboing. But Sylvan Library should give us a powerful bit of selection. You monster. What's going on, Nivik? Yikes. Definitely putting this on top. I think I'm paying 4 to keep this. I'm going to go ahead and cast Sylvan Scrying and shuffle here. It's still subscribed, Nivik, so maybe you didn't send the notification in, the alert. I played the Lotus Petal out here in case they want to daze me. Don't daze me, bro. Well, Sick, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Soft stub, sure. They have a daze as well. That's like the 2-for-1. I guess it's a 2-for-2, right? Because I spent the Lotus Petal. That's fair. Mods are friends, not food. Okay. Hey, let it rip. Thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Alright, if we get dazed again, we'll probably move along to the next one. Didn't get dazed. Well, that's good. Gives us a bunch of fresh looks at the top of our deck here. They don't have another Wasteland, which they did play a land last turn, so they could have a Wasteland. If they don't have a Wasteland, we could hit Thespian stage here. Morning Empty Joe is like the calm before the storm. It really is, right? Alright, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month with that. Electron did go back in the queue, and someone shared some bits to push it up. So, one Thespian stage, please. So I'm definitely putting this on top. I think I'm gonna keep this. Am I? I'd have to see a deck list, Rabbit. Probably, but I need to see a list. Go ahead. Feel free to submit it through the form on the site for sure. Alright, well, they can do 2 to themselves, which means I can't cast this choke because I need to chump block. So we're hoping to find a Vampire Hexmage or a Thespian stage next turn. Any updates to standard decks on your website this coming weekend? No, so like once I've done the bulk of the work, Rex, I update them every day. So like yes, please shuffle my library. There's 2 blanks on top of it. So like they're cutting Thespian stage out as an out, but I'm getting to get 3 fresh looks at a Vampire Hexmage now. So yeah, so like once things are up to, oh, you mean like new decks? I might try and put a climb deck up there. I'm not sure though. How do they have 2 lethal attackers? These are currently, they were 4/4s, now they're 6/6s. So like I have 1 blocker, so they do not have 2 lethal. Oh, you mean they're gonna have 2 lethal attackers the following turn? That makes sense. Yeah, you're right, it isn't good enough. Yeah, you're right, I can only block 1. I get it now. So not this turn, but the following turn they'll have 2 lethal attackers, I can only block 1. Alright. Game the 3rd. I don't know. These legacy decks without brainstorm in them. They're something. Morning back down. You're now my longest committed relationship. Thank you for the 2.5 years, Squishy. I appreciate that. Welcome back. All right, Nivik, you're a bot again. You should be safe. I don't know if you saw, but I banned myself for the chaos of my account was going on. This is a mulligan, right? This hand doesn't do anything, but I'm not going to mulligan to 5. I don't know. You probably mulligan to 5. There's like, their deck is full of discard spells and Hymn to Torax, so like, I really don't like mulliganing to 5 against a deck full of Thoughtseizes and Hymns. Just like, keep a handful of lands and like, hope it works out. Alright, please Thoughtseize me on 1. What's going on, Red? Happy Friday. Hope you have a good weekend. Welcome to Thunderdome. Thanks for the mulligan. Okie doke, step 1. Step 1, draw that. Got there. Welcome to the Night's Tat HG. Please, Wasteland. What? No, damn it. Fucking, I hate this client. All right, I'm done. I quit. We'd have probably killed them. So what happened there was we were doing the thing and then we didn't do the thing and then we died. So if Moto registered my unauto pass, Thespian stage could have copied Swamp and then Wasteland wouldn't have killed Swamp. So I'm done. I'm done. Let's play some standard. My takeaway from this deck is the same takeaway for most Legacy decks. I'm not gonna accept Legacy decks anymore that aren't playing Brainstorm and aren't turn 1 kills. So if your deck can't kill them on turn 1 and doesn't play Brainstorm, I'm not gonna accept it in Legacy. Just like, I don't mind Legacy, but just like, these mediocre Legacy decks they're just not fun. Chalice is also okay. Chalice, Brainstorm, kill them on turn 1. That's the trifecta of Legacy. Chalice on 1, Brainstorm, can you kill on turn 1? Your deck should be doing one of those 3 things, and if it's not doing one of those 3 things, it's probably just too cute. And yes, before some mouth-breathing Legacy expert comments on this video on YouTube and tells me, but Jeff, you messed up the Moto interface. It's not Legacy's fault. You're right. Whatever. I definitely messed up. I can take accountability for that. My mess up there on the last turn doesn't change the fact that that's the trifecta for Legacy that you should stay within. Do you have any other Legacy decks in my queue that don't meet those requirements? Reanimator, Cheese, Belcher, Brainstorm. We have Elves. Elves is the only deck that doesn't meet that requirement. Elves is probably fine. I don't know. We'll see. Elves is probably also wildly inconsistent. Yeah, Chalice on 1 is similar to a turn 1 kill in a lot of instances. Alright. Let's play some video.